first, like you said, I was shocked when it first happened. Just the shock value of it. I was like, but then once I sat downstairs while those guys went upstairs and started practicing, I was like, man, I'm about to be on a team that can win it all, or have the goals to win it all. And I just sat there for a minute and just let it sink in. And I said to myself, you know, I got to do whatever it takes to make sure I'm ready.
Have you been in that type of situation before, where regardless of however you joined the team, that was their ultimate goal and that you could see that?
Yeah, it was our ultimate goal when I was with the Clippers. When it was me and Chris in the backcourt, was just to, you know, the team I think they didn't make it to the second round, so just to get to the second round and try to win the series in the second round. And we got swept by the Spurs in the second round after going to Game 7 in Memphis and winning down there. So that was my last time that I was in that situation. And then just every night was meaningful. Preparation was extremely important because you couldn't do too much on the court, but preparation was extremely important. Attention to detail was extremely important. So when I got into the shoot around today, I saw that our guys were locked in on certain plays for certain players on the Pacers team. And it just took me back. Like, yeah, you got to be ready every single day.
Randy, do you have relationships established in the locker room now with any of these guys from your time in the league?
Only person I played with was Turk. He was a little younger. I was in Utah with him. And he was basically becoming the player that he is now. That's the only player that I have a relationship with, that I played with.
What do you remember about him as a rookie or second?
Funny.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a hard worker. Always wanted to get better every single day. And kind of misunderstood. You know, say a lot of things jokingly, but people take him too serious. But just talk to him now. He's excited that I'm here. He's just saying to me, man, you're gonna love it. This is an unbelievable city, unbelievable fan base. He's like, everyone here is great.
You played a lot of games against the Thunder. What's it like to prepare and play against them?
And it's tough. It's tough. Like I said, you got two guys that can score, you know, 50 or even 60. Then you got other guys that can go off 30 or 40. So it's extremely tough to prepare for them. But just being in the same division, I'm pretty familiar with how they play. You know, and so some of the plays that, you know, Coach went through earlier, it was some of the plays we went over and walked through preparing for.
Randy, you're a veteran player coming in, you got nothing to prove. How comfortable are you in your skin come to this situation with what your years in the league, another veteran guy in the locker room for a team like this?
I'll be lying to you, I'm excited. Like, I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to just get into sync with those guys. But just like, I am comfortable in my own skin. Like, there's nothing that I haven't seen. Forget basketball, but just in life. So I just feel as though that, you know, everything happens for a reason. And this happened in a timely manner because, you know, I felt as though I was going to be where I was at for the rest of the year. And then everything changed, like, within, let's say, an hour. So I think that just being comfortable in my own skin, coming in and being myself, that helps you out more than anything.
What is that like when, like you said, everything changes in an hour? How do you mentally just adjust to that so quickly and get on with the next step?
Yeah, like I said, the shock factor just was, I don't know, it just was like, it just hit me hard. And then I just was like, and once it's set in and you know you come here, it's like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, this is what I've been working 10 years for, to be in this situation right here.
Randy, you obviously have knowledge of these guys, as you've said, but you've never been inside their walls. And did you have any sort of idea of, you said, I think you said first class earlier, did you have an idea of what you were going to see today? And
yeah, I kind of, you know, guys talk. You could tell. I know Katie, work ethic is unbelievable. Trying to get better every single day, come back better every single year. I know Russ's work ethic is also great. He's extremely intense. Like, and that's what you want to be around. You want to be around people that push themselves and also push you.
If Billy calls your number tonight, do you feel ready tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely was ready. I was running today, and I said to, I think I said to someone, I was like, well, ain't no altitude here, because you know there's the altitude is, you know, even if you're walking upstairs, you can feel it. So yeah, if you call my number tonight, I'll be ready.
What else?
It feels great, man. I got in last night. Sam Presti came and got me from the airport. Just excited to be here, man.
Were you surprised when the trade went down? Did you know it was going to happen? Just what was going through your mind at the time?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like I had a feeling something was gonna happen, but just the shock factor of it. You know, I was going upstairs into the practice facility to work out, and then someone grabbed me on my shorts and said, "We need to talk to you." So right then and there, I knew something was getting ready to happen. And then he told me what they was trying to do. You know, it's 50% done here, so they kept me out of practice. And then once it came up on the NBA app on my phone, I knew it was done.
You go from out of the playoff race, obviously, now to the top part of the West. I mean, how does that feel to just kind of be inserted into that?
I mean, it feels great. You know, this team that is already together has done an unbelievable job from top to bottom. And it's a first-class organization. And for me, just walking into the practice facility today and seeing like how everything is ran, the structure, I'm saying there's a reason why they are where they are.
What can it do for your game to have guys like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook next to you?
Man, it's unbelievable. Like arguably, you know, both are top 5 players in the league. So, you know, they just attract that much attention. And from playing against them, you know, Russ was so aggressive, so explosive. Every single play, you got to be, you know, on your heels, on your toes, ready for him to come at you. And it just seemed like everything comes to KD effortlessly. And you got a guy like Serge that's, you know, expanded his game, blocking shots. Adams, he's extremely athletic, protect the paint. Deion Waiters, all those guys are really, really good. And I'm just happy to be another piece of the team.
Randy, there aren't many guys from your draft class that have played the number of years that you've played in the league. I mean, what can you attribute that to?
Just work ethic. Summertime, always out there, just trying to make myself better. I think that I'm not saying that those other guys didn't, but obviously I'm blessed to be in the situation I'm in to play 10 years in the league, because average career I think is like 3.5 to 4 years. So I just think the main thing is just working hard. It's just always staying prepared.
Do you think there's a reason that you've gone from the amount of teams that you've gone to in your career?
Nah, not really. You know, it's changed. You know, if you look at only guys that stick with certain teams are the franchise guys. You know, but if you look at a lot of other guys, everyone moves because everyone's trying to make a move right before the playoffs or right around draft or free agency. So everyone moves around.
What does that say about your skill set that so many teams obviously want you and believe that you can help them improve their team?
Well, it just, to tell you the truth, man, it's just where you fit at, you know, and it's just how I represent myself, you know, how I come in every day. Not a knucklehead, don't cause no trouble. I think that has a lot to do with it. But on top of that, you know, I could play basketball a little bit, so I think that helps.
Randy, what are the immediate challenges, 54 games in the season, just trying to come in and get ready for what this team does?
Well, the first challenge is to learn the offensive playbook and learn the defensive. Just, you know, they said a couple of things today where in Denver it was opposite. You know, so just learning the terminology and trying to figure out the plays and just figuring out the spacing, because those guys that we got out there are so explosive and they're already doing an unbelievable job without me.
What if they
expect your role to be on this team?
Man, I just got to come in and I got to fit it. Like, I don't have to put no extra pressure on myself. The team don't have to put no extra pressure on the team. I just got to come in and do what I do.
What do you know? What's your history with Billy Donovan? I know you played him twice in the tournament back, a decade ago.
My history is my junior year, I knocked him out of the NCAA tournament. And my senior year, he knocked me out. He was one game away from the Final Four. And that was a team like Corey Brewer, all those guys when they won back-to-back.
Do you think your versatility has been a positive and a negative in your game throughout your career? There have been instances where you could play point guard, you could play shooting guard, but do you think that's kind of caught you in that in-between?
It kind of caught me in the in-between, but, you know, where I'm at now, that's what I'm being noticed for. Being able to play both positions, being able to handle the ball, make plays, and knock down shots. it's just the way it always been from when I played at Villanova with Kyle Lowry. It just was like everyone was interchangeable because everyone was basically, you know, I was a little taller, but everyone was basically the same. You know, one of the things we had at Villanova was that you attacked. Certain guards attacked, certain guys shot, so we had a role. So that was my role. And then when things got tough at the end of the game, I always brought the ball up and played the point.